Along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And so off the tip, it's Washington. From deep, Jordan. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Middleton. Outside Coulibaly. It's picked off. George with it. Middleton covering. Here's George. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Here's Edwards. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Coulibaly. Here's Jordan. The shot won't fall. And Edwards, here we go. It's rebounded by Washington.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Pass to Middleton. Back to Jordan. Now Middleton from behind the arc. Washington again can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. He is aware of the amount of disruption that Marcus Smart can bring to an offense. He said you can't attack him in pick and rolls and go at him in ISO, so we'll have to keep his assignment moving and run him ragged when he's on defense. Sounds like it'll be a busy day for Smart. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Michael Jordan.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Now here's Jordan. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Jordan. Launches it. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
George left side. Picked by Gobert. Back to Edwards. Fires for three. Nails it from three. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
Back to Middleton. Pass to Jordan. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Timeout,
Jordan's
timeout.
got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. The Sixers leading. George feels it out a bit. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. There's the steal. And here's Jordan. Give him 8. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Pass to Sarr. Here's the 3. The rebound by Tomjanovich. The Sixers lead by 3. .103 left in the first quarter. And here's Edwards. Misses the one-handed jam.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Back to Jordan. Misses the layup.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Now George. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's George. It's stolen by Smart.
And this is the 4th time he's turned it over in the first quarter. Wow.
To the inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Edwards. And that's not going to go. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the 76ers. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down. That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Pass to Holmes. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, nice find by Jordan Poole. I love when he shares the rock.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Alexander Walker with it. Here's George. Goes up on the wing. And Holmes pulls it down. Well, Doris, you covered him. Jordan Poole was electric in the 2022 NBA Finals.
Well, B.A., there's no doubt they do not win the title without Jordan Poole and the lift he gave them at various points in that finals run. This guy is electric on the offensive end when his game is working.
Now here's Poole. No made baskets yet. Drummond on the double team. Oh, they get a hand on it. Now here's Alexander Walker. Drummond with the screen. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Fast break, Philadelphia.
I'd say you put it anywhere around the rim, and Oubre's got the reach to go and get it.
The Wizards travel by 5. Poole outside. Pass to Holmes. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pick by Holmes. 6 on the shot clock. Poole shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Richardson. Back to Alexander Walker. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Here's George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for Washington, closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Middleton looking around. Pass to Coulibaly. From deep, Sarr sinks the tray. Sarr's got 5 now.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
There's a screen. Down low. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Smart right side. Pass to Jordan. 40 seconds left in the first half of this one. Here's Sarr. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Grimes. He's good with a little jumper in close.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Jordan. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Sarr. Back to Jordan. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. He's got 11.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Edwards. 9 points in the game. With 4 on the clock. Some solid defense from Jordan. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Grant, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. 5 to shoot.
I have great admiration for how hard Rudy Gobert plays on the defensive end, even when he's not blocking shots. He's all...
Edwards using the vertical. Wow.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Pass to Sarr. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer. Sarr's got 8 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Washington. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Middleton, no good. The Sixers lead by 7. It's George on the wing. And he drives in. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Jordan. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Washington shooting their first free throws of the game now. Free throws good. Jordan.
Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Jordan. Now Philadelphia with it. George outside. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Middleton outside. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, a beauty. Aggressive move by Middleton. Slamming it in to make a statement.
George outside. The kick out to Edwards. Clock at 6. Edwards with a step. And they get it back. And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Count it. Good.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Sarr. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by George.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
He hits the second from the line. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. They set a pick. Pass to Sarr. Fires the 3. Rebound by the 76ers.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Crafty move. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Jordan. 13 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sarr. Puts up a 3. And again, Washington, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
1:10 left in the third quarter.
Michael Jordan. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
1:07 left in the third. Now George. No good with a layup. Jordan with it. Hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Sarr misses.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Here's George. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Now here's Jordan. Back to Smart. His first shot coming late. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Philadelphia leading by 7.
It would be smart to hold for the final shot.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Here's George.
Wizards foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. That's good from George. So for the Wizards.
At the line for your Sixers, George. Taking 2.
George hits them both. There's 6 seconds left in the third. To stop the drought. And that one's good. Poole. Poole's got his first 2 points. And so it's Philadelphia closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why.
27.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 7. Out to the right wing. From deep, Jordan. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Shooting for Washington.
And he sinks the second.
Jordan. At the line for 3.
And he nails the third. The Sixers lead by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it to George. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
And here's Jordan from the arc. Drummond grabs the miss.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Pass to Sarr. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. For 3, George hits the trifecta. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Here's Jordan. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
George with it. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's intercepted. Pass to Jordan. Drives to the hoop. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Back to Jordan. Here's the pick. Pass to Smart. He shoots it. It's rebounded by George.
They've been winning the rebound battle today.
Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And here's Coulibaly. George defending. Here's Jordan. And Gobert with a block. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Ooh, ripped away. .156 left in the fourth quarter here. Back to Smart. Three-pointer. A shot that time not on target.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
It's Edwards on the wing. Picked by Gobert. It's Edwards with a drive. Uses the glass on the layup. And now a 10-point 76ers lead.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Into the lane. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
That's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Kept alive. The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. They set the pick. To the wing on the left. Pass to Smart. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, Marcus Smart stays ready for these moments when his number is called, the ability to deliver a big-time bucket.
Edwards. Now Gobert. George with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. That one's good. Nothing but net. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Now, this is a reliable aspect of Paul George's game. That in-between jumper is pure.
And so it's Philadelphia with the W.